In the 2023 Netflix show, The Brothers Sun, we meet two brothers who grew up in very different environments. Charles grew up as an heir to the triads, and Bruce grew up as an American kid going to be a doctor. While he was in America trying to become a doctor, Bruce had no idea what his brother did. He had no idea that his dad was one of the major triads. He had no idea that there was any connection to this at all. His mom was trying to protect him from the life, protect him from the gangsters, protect him from all of the violence, and let him have a better life. And while I understand her mindset in wanting to protect Bruce, wanting to protect your child from all of these horrible things, she did a disservice to him by not telling him the truth about his past, her past, his entire family heritage. Because when things hit the fan, when stuff is going down, when the life they left in Taiwan finds them in Los Angeles, he is completely and utterly unprepared. Today on Geek Devotions, we're talking about how learning from your past is important and sharing the things in your testimony that you don't like is vital. Hello and welcome to Geek Devotions, the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. I am Celeste, and we are so glad that you have hit play today. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, but if you don't watch past this point, know that you're loved. So like I said in the intro, Bruce was very unprepared for all of the things in his life that started happening. There's people shooting, there's guys who think nothing of just popping arms. Obviously, this is a TV show, but I feel like at least some of this is along the lines of what you would imagine the triads to be. I don't know. I don't know them personally that I know of. Throughout the show, his mom continues to try to shield him, to protect him from the things that are happening. She sends him to bed. She tells him to go study for a test. She does not share with him a vital portion of the life that she is living and the things that are currently going on. But we see that she's wrong. Time and again, we see that if Bruce had just had information, he would have been able to handle things better. And as he begins to force himself into things, and Charles brings him into things because Charles wants his brother to be with him, he handles. He's good. I mean, he has issues, obviously, but he handles things in a way that is true to who he is, but also is honoring of his family. In scripture, there is a story that is similar. Now, I'm going to stress it's not a one-to-one. There are not Yakuza in the scriptures. It just wasn't a thing. But in 2 Kings 22 and 23, and then in 2 Chronicles 34 and 35, we see the reign of King Josiah over Israel. And it's an interesting story. I highly recommend that you go read it. Find out what was happening in this time frame, because it's a little bit mind-blowing. But the too long didn't read is that during Josiah's reign, the very beginning of it, the nation of Israel had forgotten the scriptures. They'd forgotten that they were the people of God. And so Josiah didn't know that he was supposed to be ruling in a certain way, supposed to be doing certain things and not supposed to be doing certain things. And they found the scriptures. They found the stories and the books of Moses. And as soon as he found them, he goes, oh my gosh, this is what we're supposed to be doing. And he cleans house. He gets rid of all the pagan temples. He reestablishes the temple to the specifications that it was supposed to have. He brings God back in to Israel. As a Christian, it can be easy, so easy to fall into the same traps that Mama Sun did. And while it's slightly different, the same thing that the kings previous to Josiah fell into. We don't want to share the hardships. We don't want to share the things that we've gone through because it hurts. And sometimes we're a little ashamed of it. Sometimes you weren't a nice person before Jesus. And before Jesus, it was not okay. But because of Jesus's sanctification and his grace and his mercy, it is okay. He makes it to where you can turn that I was not a nice person into now I am a child of God. It is so vitally important that we share our testimonies in its entirety with the next generation, but not only the next generation, maybe just people who didn't know you, who need encouragement in God and what he can do. Your testimony has a twofold purpose. It shows the people in your life the amazing things that God has done and can do in others' lives. It gives them a precedence for his miraculous works. And it can also be used to educate people what to stay away from. It helps prevent things from becoming religious. We're not just going through the motions. We do this because of this. We do this because we don't want to end up like this. I personally do not drink alcohol because alcoholism runs in my family. I have some scriptural beliefs about it as well, but even before I got to those beliefs in scripture, got to that mindset in theology, I knew I did not want to drink because alcoholism has such a hold on large portions of my family. I did not want that. I didn't want that for me. And I don't want that for my future kids, and I don't want that for the rest of my family. So if they had hidden that from me, then I wouldn't know. And I might have done something when I was younger that I would not have wanted to do. Now, I would regret. So here's the takeaway that I really want you to take from this devotion, the snippet, the thought, the thing I want to marinate in your brain as you think about this over the next week until we get our next devotion. Share your stories. Share the things that God has done for you, because you might be helping somebody who needs to hear it. You also might be encouraging yourself, because again, if we talk about the things that God has done and the things that God has delivered us from, we've then set a precedence for his miraculous works in our future. Okay guys, that was your devotion for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check us out on all the socials. Dallas has been making these shorts and he's doing a great job with it. I love what he's doing for that. So go check us out. Go listen to the latest episode of Com Talk. We have a new episode of We Read Allegedly, January's episode. We should have another one coming soon. In February. So check out all the things. The question of the week is this: what is an example of a testimony that someone else has shared that helped you? Not your testimony, but someone else's. Because there's people who have given testimonies about their life. They've told me about the things that they've gone through, and it's helped me. It has helped me to understand that there is somebody who knows what I'm going through. So put your comments down below. Okay guys, all that being said, stay devoted, peace and love.